Okay, so now it's time to add our jQuery plugin to our page and display our enlargement images whenever we're gonna click on a thumbnail. So before our required ones header function, let's create a new variable called HD script. And we're going to add a few links to the style sheet. I mean, one link to the style sheet and a few links to the JavaScript files. Okay, so the first one will be link href. We have to escape double quotes because we are inside of the double quotes with the backslashes. JS fancybox jQuery.fancybox -1.2.6.css. Now, if you go to your JS folder, as you may remember from the previous videos, we've downloaded the Fancybox plugin together with jQuery compressed version of the plugin as well, of the library, sorry, as well. Okay, so if we go to your Fancybox folder, you can see this is the file which we've just included. Then we're going to be including as well JavaScript file. But before we do this, let's finish with our link to the style sheet. We need to type in rel, again, 2 backslashes, and it's going to be style sheet. After that, type equals text /CSS. Okay, once we've done this, we can close it. And now we're going to be creating a link to our jQuery library, script, type text JavaScript, and we have source, which is going to be JS jQuery -1.3.2.min.js. Okay, we obviously, whenever you're watching this video, there might be the newer version of the library or the plugin, so you obviously have to include the relevant files here. Okay, so we can close our script tag. Script. Okay, now let's copy this entire script one, paste it right after. The next one will be including this fancybox.js.pack. So if we put in fancybox folder, then we have jQuery.fancybox -1.2.6.pack, which is a compressed one. And lastly, we also have to include our functions file, which is inside of the JS folder. So JS/functions. Okay, now we need to obviously display this variable inside of the header. So if we go to our inc folder, open a header, and after the link to the style sheet, let's echo our variable. So open in PHP tag, echo is set variable HD script, question mark, echo HD script, otherwise don't echo anything. Okay, now if we go back to our site, refresh the page, view the page source, you can see all these links are correctly included here. That's all fine. If we go back to the script, because it's not finished yet, now we need to open our functions.js file. Okay, and now we're going to start with the document.ready, and we're going to execute the function. Okay, first we're gonna check whether the link with the class zoom exists on a page. So to do this, if a.zoom.length is more than 0, then we're going to execute the fancybox function, a zoom.fancybox, and we're going to put a few parameters here. We're going to define over overlay opacity, which will be at 0.8, and overlay color, which will be black 000. Okay, if we save the file, go to the browser, refresh the page. Now if we click on the image, hey, it's working. So we can add as many images as we want, and it's going to be browsing through them. So let's move to the next video.